Here today, we are going to answer some questions. Some of the most frequently asked questions in public speaking, how you become more confident, how to be in front of a camera, what technique you need if you go on camera and if you do recordings and so much more. So I thought I got so many questions over the years that I just thought, let me share it right here, going live. And if you have a question while I am live, you can put it into the stream chat if you are connected, and I will answer it. And if not, just put it in the comment and I will answer it after the fact. Sounds good? All right, let's get started. Well, first of all, if you don't know me yet, my name is Sabine Quenberg, also known as the storytelling dame from Germany, because as a former actress and director, I know the power of storytelling. And just hint, hint, some of those questions I can answer right away. Stories. But we'll get to that. Let's begin with the first question that I got. That's a good one. What if I forget what to say in the middle of my presentation? Do I memorize everything, use a script, wing it? Okay, you can do it many different ways. So when I first started out to thinking about becoming a public speaker, I have no problems whatsoever to go on stage because as actress, I know how it feels. I have performed in front of hundreds and even over thousands of people. But when you do a presentation, when you are a speaker and talk about a subject, a topic, it's a little bit different. Especially for me, English not being my first language, I was a little bit self conscious in that area. So a mentor of mine suggested, why don't you join Toastmasters? Oh, it's a good idea. Why not? And I only wanted to do it for a few months to go through that first manual, right? Just to become a little bit more comfortable. Little did I know that this is really a great organization and they offer so much more than just s- improving your speaking, also leadership skills and so forth. But what I wanted to share with you in this context here, I did my first presentation, which was the first one in our manual of 10 speeches. The first speech was the icebreaker between 4 and 6 minutes or something like that. And okay, what do we do in the icebreaker? We share a story, we share something about ourselves, who we are, where we are from. And obviously, I know all of that. I know who I am, where I grew up, what my profession was, all of those things. However, I wanted to make sure that I stay, first of all, in the time frame. And then I wanted to make sure that everything that I say is correct. I can always wing it. By the way, in Toastmasters, a great exercise. It's called, um, how was it called again? You have to just come up. See, I already forgot. Ooh, which is another question I can answer a little bit later, right? But hey, it was a presentation, just like 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, where you just speak off the cuff, right? And that's okay. I can do that. I can speak forever if I have to. Maybe I don't want to, but what I was saying is I needed to stay in the time frame and also do it correctly. So what did I do? I wrote out a script, oh, the whole script. I memorized it because that's what I was used to. I memorized the script. And of course, as a trained actress, it doesn't sound like memorized. I just said it as it is. I just, like I said it for the first time. As a good actor, that's how you have to do it. You say something that you memorized, but it sounds like you just came up with that. So that was my advantage, obviously. So I did that, and it helped me. And that's me. You are you, whatever works best for you. Now, but here's the good thing: when you memorize something and you practice, eventually you do not say the exact words, but some sentences probably, because they're so on point, but it varies a little bit, and that's good. That's fine. Over time, you know your story so from back to front, front to back, you don't have to worry about it. It sounds natural. But if you have a topic and you don't want to memorize it, it's okay too. But what I would suggest, you put bullet points that you know. It depends on the length of your talk, obviously. Bullet point one, two, three, maybe five, but no more than that. So three is always a beautiful number. And when you have that, you go over these bullet points. Now, here's one suggestion: you may have a little bit more extensive topic that has more than just three bullet points. But what you can do is you can do three main topics, and under each topic, you put another bullet point, one, two, three, right? So bullet point one, and then you have ABC. Bullet point two, you have ABC. Bullet point three, you have ABC. Now you're talking about like three main topics, but you talk about like nine different topics within the whole talk. Make sense? So those are the things. When you are in the middle of your presentation and all of a sudden you draw a blank, it's okay. Pause. If you have something memorized, you know that topic so well that even if you don't say the exact words, you know where it goes next. So, for example, the story that I shared there was how I met my former drama and music teacher and the conversation we had, and with a question that he asked me that triggered my decision to change careers, right? So, all of a sudden, I'm having this conversation with him, and if I draw a blank, uh, what did he say next, or what did I say next? What happened? I know that this conversation triggered me to go home and call it acting schools. So, because I know that so well, it's my story, I can make up the sentences, even though I don't say the exact way how I have it memorized. But hey, well, then I went home. Even if I said before that, after our conversation, I went home and immediately I called acting schools, whatever. So if I forgot that sentence in that moment, I could say, that was a great conversation that I had with my teacher. And it really changed so much. I made a decision to change careers and I called acting schools. You see, I left out that part. Oh, now I'm gonna go home and pick up the yellow pages or whatever, right? Yeah, it dates me a little bit, I know. So, in other words, if you know your topic, it doesn't matter if you have it um, scripted, if you have bullet points. When you know your topic, you will get back into it. And here is a good tip that I want to give you. Always, always, no matter what, memorize your first and last sentence, because this is how people remember you. The first impression is your first statement, sentence, whatever you say. Make sure that this is solid. And then know exactly how you want to end your presentation. with a powerful statement, a call to action, whatever it is, make sure you have that memorized solid, right? And so when you have those things, everything in between, it's okay. If you forgot something in this moment, just take a breath, take a pause. The pause is very powerful because at the end, you don't have to you don't want to, because quite frankly, when you just keep on going without a pause or a breath, people, it's like they feel overwhelmed and maybe even tune off. And yeah, so that's it. Did I use a script? Wing it? All of them. All of them is good. You can have it memorized, have a script. So I have my little questions here. It's okay. So, oh, what was next? Oh, yeah, yeah, that's the one I wanted to answer, right? Wing it. That's when we improvise. Yeah, that's, of course, as actress, it's one of the things that we learned to improvise. But if you just know where you want to go, you have the whole concept, and just stop, take a breath. Sometimes you can even ask the audience, if you are on a live stage, to just stand up, just shake out a little bit. So I know you sat here for a long time, right? So that's also another great way to just gain some time. All right, that's it. Question number one. Let's see, what else do we have? Ooh, that's a good one. How do I look and sound good on a video or Zoom calls? Okay. What do I need to change with lighting, voice, posture, gear? All of the above. Okay. Number one, make sure that you are in the frame. Okay. Now you see there's not much space here. I'm pretty much in frame. And you see, in acting form, that's a three-quarter shot, right? So you have a little bit of your chest in there as well. What I often see is when people, how they have the camera. Let me see if I can do this right now. Basically, they're like like this, right? So then only see the head, and there's so much space, and the head is huge. So avoid that. So what you want to do is, you can either stand or sit, that you are in the frame, that there's not so much space here, and you s- you have your half body in there, so to speak. So that's number one. Number two, sound is very important. You don't have to have like a professional. Okay, step back here a little bit. If you're using your laptop, or just like your speaker that comes along with your iPhone, or your computer, it's okay. What's really bad is just the microphone that is built into your laptop. That's usually not the best sound. So I would recommend that you do invest into a microphone. And actually, they're not so expensive. I have like different one. I have the Shure one that I use for my podcasting, and that's a, uh, you have to be close to that microphone. But I have another one that I'm using. Let me show you. Um, that's the Elgo. It's just like this. You can put it up here in front. Great, great, great sound. And you can also be a little bit further away from that. But especially when you think about doing more professional recordings, you're a coach, or you are a speaker and you're invited to a summit or any of these sort, your sound has to be good. Now, If you have a team meeting, it's okay to have the regular microphone, even if it's a built-in microphone. If it's just so you want to let your team know about ABC or have your weekly meeting, it's okay, right? So you don't have to have a professional microphone. But if you want to become a speaker or a coach who does that all the time or doing lives all the time, make sure you have a good microphone. As far as lights go, you not necessarily have to have lights. I do have a light from the left and from the right. So I like to avoid those ring lights in front because especially I wear glasses and those ring lights are in my glasses. I hate this. So I have lights from left and right. Again, that's one of the things that we learned in school. Also, when I started directing, I needed to know a little bit how light works so that it's, to the best. On the other hand, if you have a light source like a window, make sure the window is in front of you. There is the light. Natural light, always the best. So in my office, I have a window on this side. And actually, I do have a light sitting there, but I only turn it on in the evening or when it's dark. During the day, the natural light from the window, and then I have one light on that side is plenty. So those are the things that make you look and sound good on video or Zoom calls. All right. Okay. Last question for today. Let's see. Oh, here we go. How do I handle Q&A sessions or tough audience questions? What if someone challenges me or I don't know the answer? Ooh, that's a good one. And I know that could be scary. Now, here is the thing, it all depends on where you are, what kind of presentations you do, right? Obviously, the first thing is know your topic, know what you are talking about. And if you do, it's easy, right? Now, if there is an answer, if there's a question you don't know the answer to, just be honest. Just be you. Maybe make it a little bit funny, right? Said, "Oh, that's a good question. I would like to know it myself." Right? And so you can always say, "You know what? Let me look into that and I'll get back to you." Right? And one of the things that you could do is prepare some questions in or some answers in advance. If there is a question that is a little bit awkward, it depends, right? You could say, well, this is really a question for another time. Or let me get back to you. Or if somebody is disruptive, then you could also say, hey, it depends. Like I said, it depends on the setting. Is it like a big audience? I mean, and there are always, and if you are a professional speaker, obviously there are the event coordinators that would take care of anybody who is rowdy there in the audience. But to tell you the truth, I've never experienced that. Never. And I did though had maybe one time where I didn't know the answer. And then I was just honest, said, you know what? I cannot give you the exact answer. I think I know what it is, but before I give you a wrong answer, I rather want to double check. Is that okay? And that's what you can say. And if it's on Zoom, they can give you the email address. If it's your tribe, you have that. You can go back to them. If it's like in a larger setting, can that or see me after the talk and let me get your information and I will get back to you. However it works best. But just be you, just be honest. Honesty always goes a long way. All right. So these were just 3 questions. I had tons of questions. And that's why I put together the answer guide. So if you're interested in my answer guide, where I address the most frequently asked questions, just let me know. Put it in the chat or put it somewhere in the comments, and I will send you the link where you can get that guide. Until I see you again, hopefully by now, whew, see, I can even make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. I tell you, when I first started out, I was devastating when I made some mistakes, when I misspoke, wrong sentence structure, wrong word. And I had to get over it because we all make mistakes. It's okay. And just don't take yourself too serious. That's what I did at the beginning. So it is all good as long as you provide value and be yourself. And the rest, it's easy. All right, that's it. Now I know what I wanted to say. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe. You don't miss another video. And if you like this video, give me thumbs up. Goes a long way. And next week, I will be in Europe, in Norway to be exact, and I will start my travel vlog. So, on a daily basis, if I have connections, I don't know. If not, I record it and upload it later. So, it probably will be a mix between live and uploads. But I will keep you posted on my travels because I also know a lot of people always asking, "Hey, travel is so you have done so many travels, Sabine. Um, I love to do that too, but I don't have the time, especially here in the States. I have to say that in Europe it's a little bit different. We have more um time there, right? Oh, I love it. thank you for the thank you for the thumbs up. um Anyways, yeah, so in Europe we had more time to travel and more time off, and we're still very productive, right? So I will let you know. I will keep you posted and you can see what I'm doing, and I will share my experiences with you. Okay, this is that was it for today, everybody. If you have any other questions, just let me know. And oh, my doggy is snored. Hope you didn't you didn't hear it too much. But the good thing is, let me see if I see any other questions here. English too excellent. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let me answer this question here. I too want to be an excellent speaker. What is the first step I should do? Excellent question. The very first step is make sure you hone in on your speaking skills. And at the same time, make sure that you also, thank you, that you also know your topic. What is the topic that you're talking about? What is your expertise? Be very clear on the audience you want to serve and your expertise. And once you know that, then you also can structure your talks around it. Okay. And if you want to learn more, just go to my resources, sabinequenberg.com/resources. I have several things on there. I have a video presentation template you can download for free. And I also have a masterclass, and that is my 4-step a masterclass that gives you a little bit more information about how to structure a talk, what's important, and also the mistakes you want to avoid. So that would be, I think, the first step. Be very clear um, who you want to serve, about your topic, and then hone in speaking skills. Okay? I hope that helped. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for being here today. And if you see this in the replay, you can always put your questions in the comments and I will answer it when I get to it. In Norway, maybe not every day, but I will definitely look at it. All right. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.